Hello and welcome to Wine Passions. I'm Sam. We're at episode number 99. One more. Cognac. Now, this is the first episode I've ever done that doesn't concern wine or wine-related products. Well, technically, yes, this is a wine-related product, but I guess it's more in the, spirit type or liqueur. I don't know which category you want to look at it. Cognac. It's a form of brandy, or of a superior brandy that's made from the town of, or originates from the town of Cognac in France. Now I'm going to give you a little rundown of how it's made, and just a little bit more background information, because for me this is a totally new category of, I guess the point I'm trying to put forward today with this is we're expanding the palate, and we're not using wine to do it, we're using something else, but something that originates from wine. Anyway, Cognac. Basically, it's a grape-based product. It comes from, as I said, Cognac. Now, legally, in that area, with their classifications and all the rigmarole, they have to use a grape called Ugni Blanc. Now, what they do is they press it, they ferment it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then when it gets to about 7 or 8% alcohol, they then, the juice that is, this white juice, is then put into a distillation process where the legal requirement is it needs to be distilled twice in copper pots. So the distillation process, basically, if I know this correct, basically it's vapor. The vapor from the distillation process is actually the cognac after the wine's been heated up, and it creates this vapor. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, blah blah blah. Anywho, it then has to go into oak barrels for a minimum requirement of 2 years, where it's aged in new French oak, and it, bada bing bada boom, it's cognac. A lot of the cognac houses will do it for longer than that. They'll do it for however many years, but minimum requirement is 2 years. Anyway, at the end you do get something like this. This is made by a producer in France called Maxime Trijol. I don't know whether I've got that pronunciation right, but it's Maxime Trijol. Now this is not cheap. This is around about, around about $80, $90 Australian. So it's not cheap. And cognac isn't that cheap. It's, it starts from about 40 Australian and works its way up. Now, as you can see, I've drunk probably nearly not quite half a bottle. This was given to me as a present, and it's something I'm trying to get my taste buds around. So I don't have the right cognac glass, but this is the next best thing. So cognac, it sits at around 40% alcohol, so it's very, very strong, and it is, the people who make it do have fantastic palates, to enable them to determine the differences and the characters of what cognac does bring. Now, I've had this a few times, and straight off the nose, it's very fruity. There's a lot of that almost orange zest, orange peel, mandarin character that comes about. And like wine producers, a cognac producer will want to make it differently, or want to make a different style to the next bloke down the road. So, orange peels, a little bit of toffee. Obviously the alcohol's huge, like it's spiking through. There's also that charry wood that they use. They use a lot of, obviously, French new oak for its legal purposes of aging. So there's that oaky charriness, but it's not like barrel fermented Chardonnay. It's not buttery butterscotch. It's more charry. It's kind of like if you were used to just the smelling a good bourbon or good whiskey that's had that charry oak that they use in it. First thing I'll say is very viscous, very thick and rich. Good cognac's got to be smooth and it's going to go down the palate well. first thing I'm going to get is the heat from the alcohol, 40%. But behind that, get the orange peel, you get the white spice, a lot of spice, like white pepper spice, and that's a derivative from the oak. Nice and fruity. It's very, very, it's sweet without being sweet. It's like a good Sauterne. It's sweet, but it's not like sugary sweet. It's just nice and smooth and delicate. And then it's almost got a sultana character on the back, a bit like a good port. And it's got a bit of length as well. Very, very nice, and obviously in small doses, but very, very nice. I suggest that you go out and get yourself a bottle of cognac, especially this time of the year when it's getting cold here in Australia and New Zealand. Just warms the cockles on a Saturday night, and it's a really good opportunity to get a different perspective for your palate with something different other than wine. And I think cognac's is the perfect remedy for that. So anyway, that's about it. Episode number 100 will be coming up. Very exciting, and it doesn't stop there. We're just going to keep going and going and going until I can go no more. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.